Okay, guys. So in this video, we'll see the what is the basic statement for Ohm's law, right? So it's a very important topic in electrical circuits. So before knowing about Ohm's law, first I will tell you what is the meaning of law, because in our life or in our education life, we come across so many laws, like Newton's laws, Charles' law, yes or no, Coulomb's law, and again in the Newton's law, gravitational law. Yes or no, what is gravitational law? So simply the gravitational law will tell you that the earth is having a gravitational force. Yes or no? So who identified that? It is identified Newton. And they name it as Newton's gravitational law. And why they call it as a law means, or suppose if you consider Newton, so he observed that the earth is having a gravitational force in the century 17th century. First suppose consider 17th or 16th century. So that means before 17th or 16th century, is that the earth is having gravitational force or not? Yes or no? The gravitational force is there. The earth is having gravitational force before Newton identified that the earth is having gravitational force. Yes or no? It is already there. So it is already existed. But Newton is the first person who identified that the earth is having a gravitational force. So that is the meaning of law. So law means if you consider anything, or Coulomb's law, Charles' law, Newton's laws, any other laws. So law means it is already existed. It is not a new thing. So it is already existed. Here also Ohm's law. It is already existed, but Ohm is the first person who identified this, and he named it as Ohm's law. Okay, now. So to understand the statement or the definition for the Ohm's law, so I consider again the same thing. I consider a conductor, and it is connected across a battery, and I consider this battery, it is having a voltage of V. It is having a voltage of V. After connecting the battery, what happens? Definitely. So because it is a conductor, so between the free electrons and my positive plate of the battery, we're having attraction force. My free electrons will try to move in this direction. And similarly, because of the plate also, if you consider the negative plate, so between negative plate and my free electrons, so here we are having repulsion force. So because of the repulsion force also, my free electrons will try to move in which direction? So from right to left only. So resultant, there is a flow of free electrons after connecting my battery. So clear. So this resultant flow of free electron leads to or constitute the current in this conductor. Everyone accept, right? After connecting the battery, so in the conductor, I am getting a current I. Consider a current value of I. It is depends on the number of free electrons crossing a junction or a point. So clear. So now when it comes to Ohm's law, so Ohm's law will tell you the relation between this voltage and the current passing through the conductor. So I made a mistake. So what is the direction of the current? The current should be in opposite direction to my flow of free electrons, right? If the electrons are moving from right to left, so the current indication should be from left to right, because the conventional direction of the current is opposite to the flow of free electrons. At the time of current definition, I explained why we consider the direction of the current it should be in opposite direction. So right. So now this will tell you the relation between this applied voltage V and the current passing through this conductor. So clear. So according to Ohm's law, there exists a linear relation. So it's telling that. So according to Ohm's law, I will write the statement also. That is very very important. According to Ohm's law, there exist. So there exists a linear relation between current and voltage when at constant temperature. So here, if you want to consider Ohm's law means definitely we need to consider the So this condition, that is, it should be at constant temperature only. Whether this statement will be satisfied by this circuit or not. So clear. According to Ohm's law, there exists a linear relation between current and voltage at constant temperature. What is the meaning of linear relation? I will draw it, that linear relation also. Observe here. So the meaning of linear relation means, so between voltage and current, right? Or current and voltage. Between current and voltage. So clear. So first suppose if we consider, so the current on y-axis, and if we consider the voltage on x-axis, according to Ohm's law, we are having a linear relation. So linear relation means, so if you draw the variation of the current and with respect to the variation of the voltage, so the variation should be a straight line passing through the origin. That means linear relation. So the linear relation means, if increase the voltage, all of you observe, if increase the voltage, so the current value also increases. So linear. So you can observe here, if increase the voltage, what happens to the current passing through the conductor increases. That means flow of electrons also increases. For suppose if you make this voltage 0, if you're not connecting any battery across this conductor, is there any motion of the free electron? There is no motion. So there is no motion means there is no current passing through the conductor. That means I can write the relation between current and voltage from Ohm's law, that always keep in mind, so very important, always current so is directly proportional to the applied voltage when at a constant temperature. So my current value in a particular conductor, so this is always so directly proportional to voltage only. That means if voltage increases, my current value also increases. So that linear relation we are having. You can also observe here. If increase the voltage, the current value also increases. This is the statement for the Ohm's law. So and so similarly, from this I can conclude one more relation, that is, so this current value also inversely proportional to the resistance value of the material at a constant temperature. That is directly proportional to the voltage, and it is also inversely proportional to the resistance value when at a constant temperature. So finally, I can write the expression for the current passing through a conductor by using Ohm's law. Always the current that is equals to voltage V, that is directly proportional now, and inversely proportional to resistance, that is R, when at a constant temperature. Always the current passing through the conductor, it is equals to V by R. So this is the statement for the Ohm's law. And so from this statement, I can conclude one more thing also. So when it comes to Ohm's law, always I will consider the current I equals to V by R. I can also write so in another way also the Ohm's law, but it's not acceptable. All of you observe. In another way means I can also write like this: V E is directly proportional to I. Is it acceptable? Is it acceptable or not? All of you observe. If you consider the same explanation, in this case, which is the dependent quantity? Definitely, which is the dependent quantity in this explanation? So is it voltage or is it current? Current, right? So because in the circuit, so this current value is depending on the voltage. Yes or no? This current value is depending on the voltage, not voltage. It is not depending on the current. If voltage value is 0, there is no current. Yes or no? If voltage value is there, then only I am getting a current. That means, so the current value, it is depending on the voltage value. That means it's not like so mathematics. In case of mathematics, I can write A is directly proportional to B or B is directly proportional to A. Both were correct. But in engineering, it's not the same. In engineering, so always they are not correct. So consider this example itself. So I can consider current is directly proportional to V. So, but when it comes to voltage is directly proportional to I, that is not acceptable here. So very important observation. So when it comes to Ohm's law, we need to write the Ohm's law as I is directly proportional to V only. But when it comes to voltage drop, you can write. But here, so if you analyze, so with respect to voltage and current, so the Ohm's law can be defined as I is directly proportional to V and I equals to V by R. It is not V equals to IR or V equals to So that means so R equals to V by they are derived forms of Ohm's law, but this is the actual statement for the Ohm's law. And when it comes to limitations, very important. So in case of Ohm's law, okay, now we will consider two limitations. One is as told you now earlier. So this Ohm's law can be applicable only when the temperature is constant. Yes or no? At a constant temperature. Okay, now. So temperature should be kept constant. So this is the first limitation of temperature should kept constant. This is the first limitation of Ohm's law. And when it comes to the second limitation, it is very so important. So the second limitation is so linearity. That means this Ohm's law can be applicable. Okay, now for linear variable elements only. So that means this Ohm's law, it is not applicable for non-linear elements. Okay, now it is applicable for only linear elements and it is not applicable for non-linear elements. It is applicable. That means we can apply this Ohm's law. It is applicable for linear elements only. Can you give the example for non-linear elements? So what is the meaning of non-linear elements? So non-linear means the relation between voltage and current is not a straight line passing through the origin. So if you consider a diode, yes or no? If you consider a diode, or if you consider a thyristor, or if you consider any power semiconductor diodes. So if you draw the characteristics between voltage and current, so their characteristics are like this. They are not linear, right? Their characteristics are non-linear. If the characteristics are non-linear, so then it is not possible to apply the Ohm's law. Okay. Now. So the example for the linear elements are silicon and germanium and all semiconductor devices. So for the semiconductor device, it is not applicable. So the Ohm's law is not applicable. So this is about Ohm's law. So once again, keep in mind. So Ohm's law will tell you the linear relationship between voltage and current. That is, current is directly proportional to voltage only. Okay. Now. Okay. Thanks for watching. So please subscribe to this channel for regular updates and regular videos. I will upload the regular videos regarding to electrical subjects.